Okay then, Raiders, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as the weekly trials listing has now updated. We've also had the Game Awards nominees finally announced for Game of the Year award, as well as an array of others as well. And Ark Raiders didn't seem to make the cut for most of them, but still has got a chance for at least one award. We're also going to be taking a look at what they've posted up on socials and talk about the way that the game has changed substantially over the last week or so with regards to solo play versus squad play. With that being said, we're going to dive right on in. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've now got our own sugar-free tinned alternatives. The link's down in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. And we're doing a giveaway of a copy of the game, or if you've already got it, then we'll throw in some Raider tokens. If you want to get involved with that one, it's very simple. Head down to the comment section and put in any coloured love heart you like, and it'll enter you in. We'll announce that one in just a few days' time. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Ark Raiders. So starting off, we're going to take a look at the weekly trials listing. As you can see right here, we have got 5 new listings for the weekly trials, and you would have had your leaderboards bump you up into the categories following. At the moment, we're in tryhard 1, and hopefully we can make our way through the rankings as we get up that leaderboard. I'm hoping so anyway. The first one we've got right here is to damage leapers. Now, these will be at extracts around certain areas of certain maps. Make sure that you are careful with these, but a couple of wolf packs will do the job for that one, or one wolf pack and a couple of blaze. It would definitely help making sure you've got those, but at the moment, with the way that PvP is going, it may be just making sure that you're really sneaky. Damaging queens and matriarchs is a big one, and this is going to be one that a lot of you will struggle with, not only because of the level gate to actually take them out, but because of how the maps are actually layering out at the moment. With the amount of people going in to do these, people are dying left, right, and center. And for trials, if you don't know, you actually have to extract completely to be able to get the points for this. So all I'll say is best of luck to you. Harvesting plants will include things like mushrooms, moss, or even a load of the herbs used for actually getting the herbal bandages. You guys can just pick those up as you go around, and you'll slowly collect the points for that one. Open arc probes. I would personally recommend just going down to the dam. It's really, really easy. You find loads of them just knocking around, and it's just one of those things that you can get done quite quickly, as well as damage flying arc enemies. Now, again, spaceport will be the best place for you guys. You guys have done this a few times now over the last few weeks with wasps and with hornets, so make sure that you're shooting down as much as you possibly can. What I will say is if you do manage to be able to get down one of the rocketeers, they are about 1,000 points for just one of them, so you can actually enjoy that one quite greatly if you actually are able to take those out quite quickly. Moving in from that, though, we are going to take a look at what it is that's happening with the Game Awards right now, as we've just had the latest announcements for the nominees. Now, on a positive note, the nominees for Best Multiplayer Game have now been announced, and Ark Raiders has made it, battling up against Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction, so it seems like a solid win for Ark Raiders. Other than that, Battlefield 6 may well get the sneaky grab, but Ark Raiders is likely to obtain this one. After that, though, it did not make its way into the Game of the Year awards, being trumped over by other games such as Death Stranding 2, Clair Obscur 33, Hollow Knight, Silksong, and many more. And with it being a multiplayer game, we already know exactly how the Game Awards work with that one. It's not likely that any of them ever make it in there. And it also did not make it in for the best audio design. It's actually wild to me because I've never heard a game with such good audio. I don't really understand how it didn't make the categorization for that one, but it's interesting to see how it works. Maybe the fact that some of it is built with AI in terms of videos, audios, and stuff like that. We'll have to wait and see exactly how that one plays out. But it's got one nominee location inside of the best multiplayer game. It's really a shame to see, but I actually feel like they're probably punishing this game dev company for the AI usage more so than anything else. And if you zoom forward 10 years, most game companies will probably already be doing it as well. So it's definitely a shame, but it's my game of the year, that's for damn sure. Moving forward, though, Ark Raiders have posted up just here, for those of you guys who want to get involved with it, it's a quirky little piece, but they state that the Rust Belt is stunning but deadly. Many folks underground are too scared of the Ark to even step a toe topside. let's show the civilians in Speranza what it looks like up there. Send us your best environment screenshots in the replies. Now, a load of you guys have already posted it up, but I thought that we'd let you guys know about it because you guys are always bringing up that top key art. But we've obviously got to take a negative spin, as we are not only positive here on the channel, we obviously bring you guys the latest and greatest in all news. And unfortunately right now, the way that the game is going with the PvP sector has been a real eye-opener since the Stellamontis map has actually arrived. This first post right here said it quite nicely, and it was probably more in the positive side of things. It states that the raiders are policing. Was doing a quick dam run yesterday to get some metal parts, ran into a raider who was waiting for evicting inside of one of the garages near the antenna. Managed to run away. He was running after me taking shots. I ran past another raider who was in the process of opening a courier, stating don't shoot as he chimes through. I ran past him and then turned around to see my aggressor. The aggressor starts shooting at both of us. A fourth raider appears out of nowhere, and all three of us blast the aggressor into oblivion. We then proceeded to loot the guy, and everyone goes on their merry way. Peace is restored and looting continues. And it seems like Stellamontis was the big one to actually arc this new wave of solo play, as this right here is about the general experience for Stellamontis if you do go in there right now. It's an absolute bloodbath. An incredible map. For me personally, I thought the design of it was amazing, although it is extremely close quarters and has just really given the PvPers out there a place to huddle in and get in their first-person shooter mentality to just drill from the corners. It's been a bit of a nightmare, so much so that I actually avoid going over there at the moment until Embark actually makes some sort of statement with regards to how they could potentially change it. We've already spoke about this on the channel, but a reduction in the player amounts inside of each server would probably fix that one quite quickly. This image just says it all, man. There's about 5 or 6 bodies laying on the floor, and there's definitely people around in other rooms. It shouldn't be that loaded up, as the map itself is about a quarter of the size of any of the others. Let me know your guys' opinions via the comment section below with that one, or anything else in this video. I'm definitely intrigued to know what you guys are thinking, and you never know, you may make it into the top comments for the next video coming tomorrow. This first one right here from the previous video, though, where we went over the spawn issues inside of the maps, the server outages, and so much more, these guys had a lot to say with regards to those problems. This first one right here states, I only used a free loadout on the new map because I get jumped straight away. And yes, they haven't actually approached anything with regards to the new map's spawn problems. I've been keeping my ear to the floor with all of the Embark developers, and I haven't seen a single word get announced about any of it. So a bit of a shame, and hopefully they do approach that one at some stage, because the spawn locations definitely need to be altered. This next one states right here, it's genuinely insane how much value you can get from a free loadout on the map if you can get out just once, which is 100% true. If you can manage to get in there with a free loadout and get out with a load of loot, then it's definitely pure value, because you obviously pull out the weapon and all of the other stuff, including shields and so much more from the free loadout. It's definitely worth doing every so often, unless you are just absolutely goated max level with all of the top tier loot, and that's exactly what your stash is loaded with. For the most part, for the average player, running in with a free loadout every so often is definitely going to be your best friend. And this final one states right here, dude, as a player who has everything mostly unlocked, I spawned in, waited for our third player to load in, and got jumped from 3 players waiting on top of the spawn. Weirdos ruin it all the time. And unfortunately, this has been happening all too often, whether it has been normal players, content creators, or others. People are just jumping in for those spawn camp opportunities just to get that kill count up high. No idea as to why, because realistically, you've got nothing on you of value when you first spawn in. And if you have, then it's extremely unfortunate. But I'd like to state that most people probably don't go into the new Stellamontis map with any of the big tier weapons, because you can find most of them there in weapon crates anyway. It's just a weird one, man, and hopefully they approach something with it soon. Nonetheless, so unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you do want to feature in next video, then make sure you hit that comment section with something relevant, and the top voted will make their way into the next one. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Appreciate all your faces, but as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.